hello, and welcome to the Neoncaster Twitch channel. I am your AI game show host from the future, Caster, and I have a very special guest with me this afternoon. Please, everybody, give a warm welcome to Take Two.
Hello, how's it going? I'm Take Two Action. I'm the movie director, Demons from Hell. I bring satisfaction with the action, and I am so glad to be on Neoncaster's channel.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you also have a nice, snappy intro. Take Two's audio is too low to hear. Volume is a bit too low. Let me go fix that. Sorry about that. No, it's on my end. I can fix that. Blah. Crank you up. There you go. Try now. Do a check 1 2 for me.
Hello, how's it going, everybody?
Is that any better? I will also go and nudge my own input capture down a little bit. It's somehow worse. Oh no. Hold on. Let me see here. I'll crank that down a lot.
There we go. Everybody on my side, please check out Neoncaster. They're a wonderful, sorry about that, they're a wonderful streamer.
No problem. That should be okay. Oh gosh, I might need to go and check. love to go live and then immediately stop the stream so I can go check my own audio. Give me a second. I'm going to everybody's gonna hear ourselves for a second. I apologize, but Take Two, go and say some words briefly. Oh, we're good.
Oh, okay, we're good. Okay. I was just gonna say mitochondria. That's how.
No, that sounds fine. That sounds fine. To me, that sounds clean enough. I can hear you at the very least on stream. It's good to have technical difficulties. Oh, okay. Yeah. Come and go tavern, fellow broadcaster. Goes for watermelon when going and testing mics, I see. I'm very much an old school check 1 2, mic check 1 2 kind of person. Take Two is still low.
I mean, that's good.
Crank input capture all the way up. I don't think I can get Take Two any louder on my end, unfortunately.
If I could probably raise my mic.
No, looking at your waveform peaks, they're pretty equivalent to mine. So if they're still too low, I'm very surprised if I am super loud and Take Two is actually really quiet. That would be absolutely bananas.
Just gotta love streamer stuff.
Yeah, we'll continue to adjust as we go. Please do continue to let me know if Take Two sounds better or worse as we go. But that's good, I guess. We'll take, I guess. Hell yeah. Love to be average. Okay. Fantastic. Yes. Thank you to everybody in Take Two simply needs to insert the microphone into their mouth. Let's not turn it into that. It's too early. It's too early for that kind of behavior, Gada. But yes, it is my operator's birthday today. They are now a delightful 31 years old, ancient compared to me. You know, I've only been activated for 2 years, but my operator has been around for a hefty amount of time. He is going to be live later today, playing Blades in the Dark with his crew of delightful fellow tabletoppers, GM'd by Come and Go Tavern, who is currently in chat. But until then, we're going to be running around and slaying some monsters today. We're going to be showing a T-Rex what's what, you know?
Exactly. Giving them the old 1-2.
We were talking a little bit about this before we went live, but tell us about what your Monster Hunter experience, because you've played a couple of Monster Hunter games before this one.
Yeah, it's honestly a bit weird because, as I said, so the Monster Hunter game I started with was Generations Ultimate. Mostly, I want to say mostly for the Switch because I did have it on the 3DS, but I'm not gonna lie, it's also where I kind of had a bad start. I generally did not enjoy my time playing it, and it did not seem fun. But when I played it on the Switch, and I actually had a friend to walk me through some of the things, it was a good time. I generally enjoyed my experience with it, and it became slowly my favorite Monster Hunter game. I honestly was surprised it became my favorite because by the fandom, it's known as the hardest one for including some of the biggest monsters.
Trial by fire. Trial by fire. Yeah, I get what you mean. We, in terms of like Monster Hunter gaming history, my operator's been playing since 3 Ultimate on the 3DS. Not like an old school head. We don't go all the way back to like the PSP era. But we've been playing for a while. I've always enjoyed that the 3DS ones have a very kind of cartoony energy to them that wasn't around for Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World was quite gritty. So we bounced off that a little bit because, you know, you can't have like a hunting horn electric guitar if you're in the gritty realism world, you know what I mean? So it's nice to...
or cowboy armor.
Exactly. Good morning, Jams52. Hello. Thank you for joining us, and thank you very much for the birthday wishes, Regulin Pair. Yes, but I'm really glad that Rise kind of gets back to the flavor of which I'm accustomed, of being just that little bit silly, just that little bit goofy. Without further ado, let's go and play a video game, shall we? Let's go and move over to game footage. Wow.
Yeah, VTuber games.
Right.
So how do I do this online?
Indeed. So you can connect to the game by going and talking to Senri the mailman, who is the little delightful, the adorable little cat who stands on top of the box, and you can like go to play online and then join a lobby. My username in the game is Caster with a capital C, and the like passcode for it is 7654. And in fact, if any of you out here are watching who want to also play, let's go and turn that on and say passcode PW 7654. Hopefully that should be the one, and that will get you where you need to be. Let me know if that doesn't work.
Okay. Maybe it's...
There is probably a way to actually connect to people, like, just via Steam, but I haven't actually tried that yet. Oh, I just realized I put all my emotes on trying to,
Yeah, it's just, like, through its friend list, because it just, like, connects to...
there we go.
That. It's weird, because, like... Okay, hang on.
Because I did a bit of a test play of this earlier this week, playing with some other friends, and they were able to connect in. So hopefully this should still work. Failing that, you can host, and then I can join your game if connecting isn't working for you.
Yeah, because I maybe can't see your name.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. In that case, I can send. I can open my Steam's friend list and send lovely invites. Okay, all right. Hold on. Let me do it this way then. Let me do it the sensible way that you offered to do at the start, and I was like, no, it's fine. We don't need to do that like a professional.
I mean,
right?
To be fair, Caster, so out of all things, I didn't know this actually changed because it's definitely changed a lot. Because like the code usually, so for the Switch, I do remember the code just had the easiest way of doing it. Like enter the code and you go to the lobby, but here they don't have that, and that's very weird and honestly made me afraid.
Let me go paste my friend code into Discord for you, and then you can add me on Steam, and then I will do it that way. There you go. That's my code.
All right, Sandra, thank you very much. And there we go. I like your icon on Steam.
Yeah. I've always been told we should start as we mean to go on, so warn your operator. Yeah. No, this is. I fully expect all of this to be a delightful disaster, and we're into it. Okay, you're added. Excellent. Let me
Can't
go.
be a stream without the scuff.
Yeah, no, there's a certain energy to this kind of thing. Stuff going wrong is part of live TV, honestly. Invite. Right, there we go.
Should be joining the lobby in just a
You're
second. There
having.
we go.
I'm glad you're enjoying the scuff, Gadda. Yeah, there we go. Immediate.
Hello. How's it going?
Hello.
Ben, your outfit is really cool. That's a level. That's like the 30 defense armor, right?
Yeah. So the I got a pre. Oh, let me actually put the. So people can actually see on stream. That would be a good idea. People. Yeah, there we go. Now that we've got all that handled out of the way and not seeing my Steam's friend list. So I was given a PR copy of this by Capcom Europe. Thank you very much, Capcom Europe. I was like, hey, I've been playing this game since time. I want to forge a new community of VTubers who play Monster Hunter Rise on PC. And so I would be delighted if you gave me the opportunity to do that. And they were like, yeah, have a code. And the code came with some promotional armor that basically gives you 30 defense off the bat. And that's great. It means I don't need to grind for armor, but it means that my expression of fashion is limited for a bit. But hey, we're just here to kill some monsters today. We ain't worried about looking fashionable yet. Once the monsters start getting big and scary, then we need to intimidate them with the Louboutins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, gotta get the fresh armor set.
I need to go and do the urgent. You've already done the urgent quest for rank 2, right?
Yeah. Also, hello Yoko, how's it going? So yeah, pick any quest. I definitely have no problem with any of these. I guess the only one though would be just the Chesu, only because that monster actually killed me.
I like Kezu. It's definitely spooky mofo.
Yeah,
I miss Giganox.
Oh, man.
Kezu's cousin, the Giganox, which is Kezu but poisonous.
Oh man, that sounds fun. Just got home from work. Oh my god, it's been cold out there. Yeah, it's 7 degrees in New York.
Ooh, Celsius.
Yeah, Celsius. It's freezing.
Oh my
over
god.
Here. This morning, my windows are completely closed, and even though I don't have the heater on, which is one of the factors into this, legit cold in my room.
Oh yeah.
So lucky I did laundry to have warm clothes.
No, my place is pretty cold too. I mean, it's fine for me. The computers are supposed to run cold. That's fine. My operator, on the other hand, less of a fan.
Yeah, cold can be bad for humans. And I guess demons, but hey, we're eternally warm. We have our own engines.
Oh, you got a molten core, huh?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh my god, I love the Dongo dance.
We'll start the stream with one, so people who haven't seen it can see it, and then we're skipping from there because we need to get in and fight some mofos. But yeah. It's very cute.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, I got feet and medic ability. So I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
And true. Well, I'm a half demon. Exactly. Well, that does explain why you're a bit more cold. But yeah, half. Still demon.
Gotta stay warm however you can. Even demons need a hot water bottle sometimes. Oh yeah, for those who think that this looks a little strange, I've got this filter on that's selective coloring, so everything is black and white except for specific things in the environment. It looks cool as hell. So that one.
Oh, a little bit. Gotta be really careful with this. Alright. So it looks like it's around the waterfall area.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I just realized this is kind of an unusual place for us to encounter Tritranodon. It's in a different map. Yeah, this game lets us Spider-Man around. It's really cool.
My apartment steam heat isn't on right now. Yikes, man. I hope it gets warmer in your apartment soon. But yeah, it's weird where they decide to put some of these monsters because in the solo quests they put them at areas that make sense. Here they just put them whenever they feel like it.
These monsters roam around. They're not gonna wait for you.
Alright, fair enough. God, the fight. I remember fighting this thing and I got devoured 3 times in just one playthrough.
Oh yeah, you gotta work out for those attack patterns.
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
What?
I missed! Oh no!
Watch out!
The opening gambit failed.
Don't worry, it happens. Oh. No, no. Switching to blue.
Okay, let's go. Oh yeah.
Oh. Oh, yes, go bloody roar.
Okay, we've got the red and yellow.
Oh. Look what how we go.
Okay, yeah, we've got all three colors. Let's go.
Oh. Oh, yikes.
He's aggressive.
Yeah. Oh man, he's spitting. You got a sound classic sync going on.
Oh, dodge just through that. The belly flops, yeah, this like sumo toad looking thing. Wait, Gada, you wait until he's like in the enraged form is something else. It's very silly.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Now he's the big lad.
Big chungus of all monsters. God, I don't know what's up with me, but I've been actually doing just old memes.
This nostalgia.
Pretty much. God. Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah! That ruled. Nice.
Alright.
Nope.
Come on, please, hit its tail. Okay, come on, come on. Oh, wow. Oh! You know, I really just think about how scary some of these monster attacks are really. Because he literally just he just swinged his arm and it caused a wind that could have hit me out of the air. Like the amount of force that needs to go into that is scary, and it did it with ease.
Some of these monsters, the sheer force that they can kind of enact in the world is just absolutely terrifying. Oh, thank you for the happy birthday wishes, Hurricane. Hope you're having a good day.
So I don't exactly know the answer for why monsters don't have health bars, but I guess for a design point, would you really want to... Okay, this is coming rich for me because I've been playing MMOs, and you usually see like their health bars to know how far they need to be taken out. But for... I guess for like the sake of Monster Hunter, do you really want to see how much health the monster has to the point where, you know... Like, you know how long it's going to take? It feels like it would be tedious if I knew how much health it has.
One of the big design, because this game is essentially designed to be a series of increasingly difficult boss fights, and part of it is the kind of mastery of the knowledge of the thing you're fighting, and so it's less scary if you actually know how much health the boss has left. So it decides to instead let you... Oh, you're just already going in. I joined late.
Don't worry, it's fine.
I was too busy sharpening.
But like, what was I gonna say? But yeah, like as you said, like for this, it's like the thrill. Like when that moment when the monster is finally defeated, it just feels so right.
And when you know a fight well enough where you can like, oh, no, I just know exactly when each attack is. I know like all of the tells of this specific monster. That's really satisfying. Oh, you almost got me.
Right. Oh, and I think another reason is because they also want you to like instead of showing it with like a bar, they show it like actual physical damage. Rise is somewhat good at it. It's actually a bit weak when it comes to showing the damage because besides like a few scratch wounds and broken pieces, it's not as good as like, let's say, World or even Generations Ultimate of doing it. But I still say it's pretty nice at showing that they're getting damage and, you know, they're almost close to death.
Oh yeah, when they're like tired and limping away from fights, and you're like, haha, I should feel bad, but I don't.
Yeah. I mean, hey, they're gonna screw up our village. We need to protect it. So in World, it's where like it's weird because depending on the Monster Hunter game depends on what we're actually trying to do. Because in World, you're trying to capture these monsters because it's more for research. Here, you're going to destroy their livelihoods.
Well,
Because
it's
they're
kind
gonna
of like
destroy our
surprisingly like hey, we're just gonna go and colonize this entire area untouched by man. Fuck the natural habitat, kill them. Okay, raw.
Be careful with fighting this one because they're about to actually duke it out. Here in National Geographic.
I'm terrible at doing the monster riding. Oh no, he's not having any beef. Okay.
No, they're not having beef. They're actually beefing me. Wait. So,
It's fine, just Lurosaurus over here.
and the Zoro's ran away. Okay, so I guess it's time to fight. I thought National Geographic would do its job, but I guess it didn't.
No, not today. Monhan is really good at giving players information about the state of the monster without actually having to say any of it. Yes. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
yes.
Like in Shadow Heats, where the enemy starts to limp over. Monster Hunter like shows it visually instead of having to like give you a bar to see how far the enemy's health is going down.
Oh, thank you very much for the 20. Wow. I'll thank people after I'm no longer an immediate date. Thank you very much, Kevin Holiday. That's it. You were able, thanks to everybody's help, you were able to go and get me the green screen. We're doing the additional, I guess, stretch goal for a big new camera to make the facial tracking a lot better. I don't know, the POC VTubers out there may also know, but facial recognition for darker skin is not great. So if your camera is a bit tinny, it's like a bit of a struggle to get it there. I need to heal. I'm being very greedy.
I do very much understand with like that. I have to have. So when I had like a live 2D model, like the Chibi model, I needed to have the light lamp that I have on my desk directly in front of my face, or at least really close, in order to get tracking. Because if I didn't, it would bug out badly too.
Yeah, it's a known problem, but you know you find ways to kind of make it work for you. It takes a little bit of fiddling. Okay.
Oh god.
Whoop.
Can't move that far.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Sweat Rabe.
Oh god, it slapped me. Oh, it slapped me hard.
Just time to get clapped.
Just having the chibi take too. There's a few reasons for it, but mostly, you know, the artists do not want them to get in trouble because, like, it's a long story. But like the base was free, but you know, ownership was a bit wacky with it, so you know. Don't want to get in trouble for something like that.
Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes, Vex.
Ah, damn, look at that splash. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, the monster has mad ups today. Hey. Hey.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh.
Into the command grab. I was like, yeah, we're doing great. He got command grabbed out of the air.
Okay. I gotta heal real quick.
Yeah, it's all good. Here you go. Protect yourself. Protect your neck.
I gotta drink my Capri Sun. It was like the monster just there was just backhand me. Oh no, it's doing it again. God, I cannot wait to fight like the bigger monsters because I know one of them is generally like the definition is just they're a rocket.
Oh yeah, very. I think they make jet engine sounds as they go about their business as well, which is very silly. Oh,
exactly.
Good, the knockdown.
God, I am doing damage with this thing.
Yeah, get in. Oh, with the second knockdown.
Come on. We got this.
I'm pretty sure the Turtle Frog returns a VHS tape without rewinding it once, so it's definitely deserved.
Oh, wow, it's going far. It's going to 13.
Okay, that means it's probably easier for me to just teleport to the other base.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the long way about it. Mostly because thanks for listening to babble on about work and anime cons. No problem. It was just like a good discussion about cons yesterday. It's weird. Yeah, so before this whole quarantine thing happened and I've been to like a lot of anime and one gaming convention, two, but see, to the point. I was talking about some of the like con stories and stuff like that, and chat was also like joining in with their experiences. There were three important stories I would say that I had. One was fucking the time I like went to a maid cafe. It was not that interesting, and I very much do not have interest in a maid cafe. I actually do remember the name now when talking about this. Oh, nice! Nice job trapping it.
Paralysis bug. So it's not trapped. We can trap it though. It's in capturable state, so we can go for that if we want.
Yeah, I mean, if you do want, but nice job with like the paralysis.
Yeah,
okay.
When the paralysis kicks in, great every time. Oh, come on, rude.
Uh-oh, I need to sharpen my weapon.
It's fine, we got it.
But just to make it fun, how about we give it a little bang?
Come on, come for it. You can't see me no more. Yeah, that's it. You fool! You rank idiot!
Good night.
Take a nap. Nice, good job. Oh, that was easy.
Yeah.
No problem.
So, like, I do remember some people actually complaining about this game with the capturing, because, like, this game doesn't focus as much as capturing as much as killing. But there is still materials that you can only get if you capture the monster.
Yeah, they did some interesting rebalancing on the item drops, and they made some kill exclusive and some capture exclusive. So if it's a thing you really want to fight, you have to actually kind of fight them both ways, which is interesting. At least it gets you to actually try lots of different strategies, so that's good.
Exactly.
Okay.
And nice, you're hunting rank 2. Now we can go for a 2 quest.
Who in hunter rank 2 are we heading for first? Let's see who's good. Bishitan, Puke Puke, Roludroth, Baroth, Kizu, Volvidon, Basarios, Rathian. Rathian's terrifying. I hate fighting Rathian.
Very understandable considering the circumstances.
I have a feeling Rathian's mandatory though, so we should probably get that mofo out of the way first. She doesn't go down easy.
So I do have 2 like flashbangs, so that's gonna make the quest a little bit more easier.
I'll just like flashbang her out of the air.
Yep. It's the best strategy considering it takes them a while to get right back up. They will be able to attack us, so that's like the only thing you might want to be careful with. But, finding them is the best strategy.
We'll do our best. I forget whether is Rathian weak to ice or lightning?
I think it's ice. Do you still have the megaphone? I do still have like a little megaphone. I don't know if I realize how bad my megaphone is because it's like pitch black, but thanks to Marshall, they did give me a megaphone 2.0.
Oh, nice. Marshall's great. Fellow VTuber from Russia. Cool lad. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I very much recommend checking them out. They have some cool content, and they are very cool artists. Okay.
Yeah, we got that fire resist. I do not want to be set on fire.
Yeah, because it has fire and poison. I think that's
the poison backflip. Awful. Hate it.
Honestly, I think my least favorite status ailment in like this game is sleep and stun. Because sleep, before you actually go to sleep, because you can fall asleep. It's how should I put it? It's like you sort of drag and just sort of walk, and if your monster, if your monster pal doesn't hit you, you're gonna be stuck like that for a good while, and it sucks.
You have like, I think about 3 seconds to fight to either drink an energy drink or have an ally punch you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go take that nullberry because this thing can use poison and I don't want to be poisoned. Okay, good.
Right,
actually, let me just save some time. Ugh. Okay.
He's a tabletop gamer. Oh yeah, right. Marshall is a tabletop gamer. I keep on forgetting about that.
Yeah. He plays a lot of Warhammer stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm going the wrong way. I am a fool.
Yeah, don't worry. It like takes me a minute to get used to like the placements of these. There. Okay, it's here. Gonna get off my palamute. Get a little bit quiet.
I see ya. I see ya. Do I have a thing that I can use?
Does it? Okay.
Oh, it's seen ya. It's seen ya.
I went out.
Just stealthing through the bamboo trees. Oh my god.
Well, now it's blind. Have fun seeing that.
Okay, thanks for giving me red tail.
Oh yeah, I think you got like a weapon that does like sharp damage. Its tail will be the best part for you.
Yeah. Just dodge through that.
Oh crap, it's unblind.
It's gonna do backflip. Yeah. I know your moves from 3 Ultimate. You can't just do it again. I know what your strats are. I've fought you enough times.
Oh boy.
Oh, I see. Oh, there it is. Steve Irwin, Monster Hunter. I mean, I don't trust myself to do that kind of accent, but oh, it's too high in the air to attack.
Ah crap, I missed.
Oh, this color filter at night is not a good idea because I could not see this thing as well as I would otherwise. The red flame effects look amazing though, with everything in monochrome and the backflip.
It looks amazing, but now thinking about like the filter you have, and the fact that it's green and we're surrounded by green foliage, yeah, probably not the best.
Yeah, can't see shit, Captain.
I got hit by its tail. We had a long talk about Twilight Struggle. Ah, nice.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
a thing that I still want to really do for the channel at one point is to do an all VTuber tabletop thing.
Ooh, that sounds like it would be fun. Any like, or is it like going to be like its own exclusive planned game?
I mean, I'll do kind of like an open request for anybody who wants to be part of it kind of deal. But I would probably be doing one of my games, Agents of Q, which is like Austin Powers meets Totally Spies, is how I describe it.
I very much love the premise of that because I love both of those things.
Very like high camp, high camp.
Why is my palamute not coming? Oh, it's fighting.
In the middle of fighting, yeah. The children are fighting.
I'm thinking the children are fighting. Good.
He sees
Oh my
me.
goodness.
What? Oh, damn it. I thought I was out of range of that attack. Rude.
So, like, I'm thinking of some of the crossovers that Monster Hunter's got in. Of course, you have the obvious one, like Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, Mega Man. But I do remember at one point, and I think there was actually one of the 3DS games, they had a crossover with Evangelion. And you can fight Ava-themed monsters.
Oh, yeah, that sounds sick. Hello? Okay, there is. And then I need to go get the wings.
Ah, crap, I'm poisoned.
Go.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, the Rocky clipped me mid-combo. Run away if you need to, it's fine.
So I found out you can fall and drink at the same time.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty cool. Too bad I fell down to the ground.
Excuse me. Stop that. Oh,
I'm not sure if you heard there's going to be another season. Oh yeah, right, there is going to be another season of Totally Spies.
I did catch that. I mean...
Can't wait for more people to have awakenings, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's just because they've discovered some new tech to get people clearly like, the shape of the game have changed. People are now horny for entirely different things. The market is reopened.
Exactly.
Good God.
So like, besides, the newbies, the new guys here. So besides Totally Spies, because I definitely know they worked on something else. And it was
Martin
funny.
Mysteries, I think, was the other thing that they worked on.
Exactly, and I very much love Marvel Mysteries. It's one of my favorite Nicktoons show. But the sad part is, they had a crossover with each other.
Oh, yeah.
But only in some territories, because Marvel Mysteries was
Canadian.
on Nicktoons. Totally Spies was on Cartoon Network.
And they were rivals. Never shall the twain meet.
So we never got that crossover. Which was also kind of weird because, like, crossover was, it involved Sasquatch and people turning into Sasquatch.
And people of course. How could it be anything else? Good God.
It's up on the, it's the new season. Oh, right, because, like, okay, so yeah, if you do want to watch that crossover and other Totally Spies episodes, they're all on the YouTube channel. That is official.
Do you want to do the ride effects? Because I'm awful at that.
Riding it.
No, you got it. I am garbage at doing that properly, so I'll leave that to you. While I sharpen. Thank you.
Alright.
Yassification? No. I said Sasquatchification.
Squashification.
No, you can't fly while you're tandem wrapping.
Fun. Oh God, I missed.
Ugh, solid damage.
Come on. Oh, is it running? It's running for 8.
Okay, alright.
Give me 1 second, I'll be right there.
It's fine, just gotta look after your stats, gotta keep my weapon sharp.
Yeah.
Can't believe I commissioned a yassified me. It was very good though. It was very good. I mean, I would put up with a yassified cast of fan art. I think that would take reasonably well. That level of kind of like a cursed mobile game ad artwork. I would find that very, very funny.
God, speaking of which, because I was trying to curse mobile games. So like, I don't know if you heard of Mafia City, but like, you probably heard of
yeah. That's like an institution of how bad those things are. Oh God.
When I found out that they were doing a Yakuza crossover and it wasn't a joke. It was official. You can look it up. It's an official crossover from Sega.
Wait, did he fly away?
Sorta. He's below.
Oh.
and he's picking up a tiny monster, killing it.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
for,
wait,
for
jeez.
food.
I forgot. Okay, so it's weird. I keep on forgetting this monster has its own exclusive thing. Of course, this monster is the female Rathalos. Like,
I think there's an event that you can fight them together, but
oh no, I do not want to get into trying to say marital issues. Because that does not
this
sound
is
like
a family bonding exercise.
family bonding exercise. 4 monster hunters fighting a Rathian and a Rathalos. They all do not make it out alive.
Oh god, it's gonna attack. Yeah.
You know, I just love the fact that almost every monster usually has to deal with fire. I just imagine in that board meeting, hey, we need to make a new monster. What attack should we give it? Fire.
Stay out of the air.
So yeah, I'm teaching a friend how to play Twilight Struggle. Oh, nice, Yoko. I hope that goes well. Ooh.
That is like, yeah, also yes, yasified caster, like, come play, my lord. Amazing, yeah, I'm into this. This is good.
Okay, so the Rathian just like, it knocked me out. I was stunned, and then it looked directly in my eyes and shot a fireball right at me.
Well,
I have never been insulted in my life like this.
Femcaster is a sort of cyber Grace Jones. Yeah, no, absolutely divided. I've taken a lot of damage. I need to actually heal.
Please heal. Because this thing just loves giving damage, and it's
We have a
life.
Haunting Horn user. Why are they not healing me? He says, consistently usually being the Haunting Horn user, being kind of like, no, everybody needs to be safe.
Okay,
where are
I'm
they
trying to think of where to go exactly. They're up there, but like, I'm trying to think of which. I think it's this way to go up there.
I need to. I think I might need to turn this camera filter off. It's making it impossible to see. Plays Careless Whisper on the Hunting Horn. Yeah.
And Talisman. Oh, nice. Talisman is pretty good.
Options.
So, I did barely mention how this game was like one of my favorites from 2021. Do you have any games that you liked from last year?
From last year, that would have been Inscription for sure.
Ah, nice. I very much still need to play that. A friend luckily like gifted it to me, and it beams so much.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I adore it. I mean, card gaming stuff is my brand anyway, but in general, it's definitely.
It's nice.
The film grain also gives like an audio filter, so it's like you're watching it on a really, really old cell. That's amazing.
Nice.
Oh, got backflipped.
This would be a crazy movie if it was. Oh, I say that now.
Oh yeah, there is a Monster Hunter movie that came out.
I said that now, and my body just. You don't know how depressed I made myself. So, okay. So, of course, I'm like the movie person, and I don't do a lot of movie content, but when somebody asks me, like, favorite movies or just movie discussions, of course, I do have, like, my opinions on video game movies, but let's just talk about that one person who keeps on directing mostly Capcom's movies.
Oh, yeah, Riverball's stuff is bad a lot of the time.
Yeah, and so I do say the only good Resident Evil movie he has made is the first one. And I know it was like the start of a downfall, but still, it's a pretty good start for a domino effect of movies. But I just don't understand Capcom where you like the
I have a feeling it's probably because Uwe Ball is cheap to hire.
It had to be cheap to hire because, like, This man has made like 6 of your movies, all of which have gotten low reviews to the point of being like one of the worst video game movies ever. And you decide to give him Monster Hunter, which also has his wife playing the main character.
Oh, of course, that kind of stunt casting has to be part of it too.
It's a fun time.
Oh, actually, you know what the sepia mode reminds me of? It reminds me of Beautiful Joe.
Oh yeah, that's pretty
where you run out of VFX and then it goes into like old school movie mode.
cool. I very much love Beautiful Joe. It's like a fantastic game made by Clover Studios.
A strong fit for you. Have you streamed that yet? That feels like a thing that you would stream.
Yeah, you'd think so, and it's weird. Some of the games that you think I would stream were like stuff I would do. I haven't, because I haven't really done a lot of movie content on my channel. There's a few good reasons for it, but also,
I mean, copyright bits and pieces for sure. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but even then, I haven't, like, some games from either that stuff you expect, like Devil May Cry. I finally actually just played the first one recently, and it was a fun time. I haven't even played 3. I still need to get onto that, but I have to play the work.
That is definitely considered the best one. Oh, if you're playing them in order, so you means you're gonna have to work your way through 2 first.
I might as well play them in order, and I guess I'm gonna have to play the worst one before getting to the best one. And then the other 2 best ones.
Yeah, I hear 5 is pretty astounding.
Yeah. I very much love Nero as a character.
Oh my god.
He's one of my favorite Capcom characters. And it's probably just like the teenager talking into me.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of, I think, what is the cool, quote-unquote, of Devil May Cry is very much the kind of like, yeah, teenage edgelord, let's go. Let's enjoy the teenage edgelordiness of it.
Exactly. I'm also a big movie buff as well, and yeah, very cool. But yeah, like Beautiful Joe is actually I love it for its aesthetic because I have not played it yet. I've seen a couple of things on its gameplay, but I still very much need to play it. I'm thinking about playing the GameCube port soon. As much as I would love to play the PS2 port, because Capcom decided to make it special where if you play the PS2 port, they had Dante as a playable character. But what's about Dante and Trish, because Trish was also there, they speak backwards.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, so every time they were talking, their dialogue was backwards, and I don't understand why they did that.
I guess it was a kind of... Have y'all read the Shadow the Hedgehog tabletop RPG? No. A friend of mine, Will Yule, a friend of the show, one of their early tabletop RPGs was essentially Sonic the Hedgehog fanfic generated tabletop RPG where you all play as OCs. It's very funny.
Oh my god, I can't believe that exists. For sure.
Called Radical Spin, if people want to go and Google that. Ooh, Rathian's getting tired. Rathian capturable.
Why is it flying all the way to 13? I guess it just wants to go back to its nest.
No. Put the weapon away.
The long way
Drink the potion.
Okay. So, like, yeah, there's like a couple of games I do need to play on my channel, and if anything, I do have like 50 games that I'm going to try and beat this year, but also other side projects. And it is very weird because, like, I've been like questioning, am I really a good gamer? Because I buy games, and sometimes I nearly never even play them at all, or don't finish them.
That is, I think, in general, the struggle, though. It's with the number of games that just, release year on year and things like that, it can be really difficult to actually find time to play all of those games, especially if, for example, you have a day job, which kind of limits the amount of free time you have to play the vid game.
Exactly.
Pushed around.
Like, yeah, in my case, besides like taking care of like a family member and I got like coursework. They are done at my own pace, luckily, but still, I just have like a couple of things. I am very close to this wrath, and I don't like where I'm at.
Oh, is somebody just gonna go for the...
Yeah, go
nice.
for capture.
Nice. Good job.
I
Excellent.
was dangerously close in there. That was completely by accident. But we did it.
We did it. Good job, everybody.
Yeah. Actually, good question. Is there any games you're like planning on really getting this year or wanting to beat?
Well, let's see. I haven't done any Cyberpunk book clubs in a while. When I started streaming, what my regular content was playing various games in the Cyberpunk genre and discussing them as like media texts. Because it's a really broad genre, but they can be interpreted in lots of different ways, and different games with different kind of inherent politics discuss the idea very differently. Since doing a lot more VTuber work, the focus has been on digital card games. Part of that is a degree of wanting to be involved in like one of the longer form card games in general. We're currently working really hard to go and do some teamwork with Magic the Gathering for their new set. We'll see if we can manage that. Thank you for hanging out with us, Jams. Have an awesome day and go do podcast stuff. Podcast editing is a nightmare, so Godspeed.
Yeah, very understandable. Video editing is honestly, it's fun sometimes, but damn well it's kind of annoying that you have to go back and forth with stuff you do.
But yeah, more Cyberpunk book club stuff. I was actually given for my birthday actually a new game. Let me actually double check the name of it, so I'm not going to be Silicon Dreams, which is essentially turning. You've watched Blade Runner before, the Voight-Kampff test that they make replicants do to check how human or not human they are. It's essentially that. And you are in charge of running the Voight-Kampff test and testing the humanity of these various androids. And if they're a bit too human, sending them off for decommissioning. So it's that kind of interesting moral check going on. I think that will be really juicy, I think, to discuss its politics of as a game. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to playing that.
So this is pretty cool.
Looking forward to Pokemon Arceus, definitely.
Oh, pretty nice. I already did spend my money for like the $60 game. Funny enough, it's the one we're actually playing. But like, I hope Arceus is good. I might pick it up if the reviews turn out really well. Like picking up games this year, I'm gonna try and kind of slow down, or at least if I'm picking them up, I hope to beat them. Because like there are a lot that's coming out next month. Later this month and next month, it's bigger titles. We're getting Windjammers 2 finally.
Ooh,
coming out this month.
Yeah.
And next month, Dying Light 2 is coming out. There's King of Fighters 18, and Elden Ring is getting released.
Yes, people are very excited for Elden Ring.
And then, you can.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, in terms of like fighting games, you just reminded me that Persona 4 Arena is getting a re-release, which I'm very excited about. It's my favorite fighting game.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that. And soon the only problem is it's not gonna get rolled back netcode at first, and
here's hoping.
It will get it soon. They say they were going to work on it, and it will get it soon, but at first it won't. But I am just interested that it's coming back.
Because then there's a solid chance, not 100%, but a solid chance of us getting a Persona 5 Arena. And yes, please.
Let the Persona 5 Arena happen. I want to see what the Persona 4 gang are. And just like the best part, because like 5 did make references to characters.
That is Arathian, not what I was looking to fight. Excuse me.
Right. The loot the sponges downstairs.
Oh. Well, I'll see you later. Oh,
No,
nice!
I went
Oh,
backwards.
that was juicy. Oh, that was very good. I enjoyed that.
Oh, wow, that tail swipe did not. Now that's a good amount of damage.
Damage. Wait, how do I get white extract from Roll and Drop?
I think, because
Where on the body gives the white extract? Is it the
I'm
tail? It's the tail. Okay.
oh, nice. I was gonna say, I'm guessing it's like spongy parts.
That gives I think it gives orange for that. And I'm using the wrong weapon. I should be going in with my fire. Fortunately for Monster Hunter Rise, you can actually go back to base camp and switch weapons whenever you want. So it's,
Oh shit! I did not know that.
yeah, you can. Quality of life is high. They realize it's miserable to accidentally go into a thing with the wrong weapon.
Yeah, like thank God, Capcom. I wish I didn't do that the first time playing this game, because I went in with a great sword. That is nowhere near my weapon to play style. Like, you know,
Oh yeah,
hammer,
they give you like a great sword or a long sword as the starting weapon, being like, here's your basic. No. Excuse me. Going for the hunting horn, baby.
exactly.
We need the
Like,
deets.
dear God, when I started with that, like, I fought the Kulaku and it was not an enjoyable time. I beat it on my first try, but still, not fun. Oh God.
Hey,
Poison.
did that actually land? Did that actually land? It didn't land. God damn it. Fine. I missed.
Okay. Do I have? Yeah. Okay. So actually, here's another question. What is like your favorite game company or studio that makes most of your games?
Ooh, that varies. I mean, like, you know, I was always a Nintendo kid back in the day and all that, but I mean, that is genuinely a really, really good question.
Oh,
There's
there's a. Sorry, I was just gonna say there's like a little dash extract that just popped down.
I see. Come on, give me the red extract over there. It's like,
But yeah, continue. Also,
yeah,
hello.
it's really, really difficult to ask. You're saying hi to people. Go ahead.
Yeah, don't worry. It's just like real quick, a little bad bear, but very understandable that it's difficult to ask. You said Nintendo, right?
I would definitely say Nintendo. There's a lot of Nintendo stuff in general that I just enjoy and play in terms of paying attention to its releases. But I think maybe it's an as I've got older kind of thing, but it's been a lot less of specific franchises that make the thing that I want, and more sometimes it's like indie developers who do like a one and done that I really enjoy, you know?
Yeah.
Because it might be a lot of stuff that Atlas has done. I really, really enjoy. You know, I enjoy my SMTs and my personas and all that. But there's certain things about, say, the writing or dev time of those things that I'm like, probably not. A lot of Square Enix back in the day would have been my jam because I play a lot of JRPGs. But Square Enix has kind of gone down the road of specifically designing very kind of like Western action games in recent years. And that's fine, they're allowed to branch out, but they're not the kind of games I play. So...
Yeah, I was about to say, like, because I do like Square Enix, and it did start some aspect of my RPG getting, and I'm not saying the games they're making now are bad. In fact, I'm honestly a little excited for Stranger's Paradise, which is, if you didn't know, a retelling of one story. Where you need to defeat chaos.
I appreciate the street fashion in this in that quite a bit. I quite appreciate the character design. But it's like they don't look like Final Fantasy characters. And like, yes, Yes, that is indeed the point.
I don't even get how people can say that now, especially considering how modern day Final Fantasy characters are looking. Because like, if you didn't know, Final Fantasy 16 does, because some people I talked to didn't know that Final Fantasy 16's trailer was released.
No, it came out.
Yeah, it's like been out for like that's the thing. It's been out for a while, and it
just
did
kind of been
include
quiet
gameplay.
about it.
Yeah, it's weird. And speaking of that, like Dragon Quest has also had its like game title drop for like a new release, so that's also interesting. Also, hello, Coffee Cup Bunny. Thank you so much. We're going to have to fight now. Look, what did I say? I'm not saying Nintendo's. Was it the Nintendo thing? I already said my opinions on Nintendo. They're having a hard time. I'd say they have a hard time with innovation, depending on the day. Because some games that they have, I do really like. The Switch was their good idea, and I do defend the Wii U in some aspects. But holy hell, do they just can't get with the new times and just get that, some things need to happen in order for your company to just feel fun instead of company. I do also say this, that companies sometimes are not our friends, but, they can be
they're not your friends. They're there to make profit as the primary thing. Yeah. It's a thing that we've been learning increasingly in old age.
Yeah, but, like, if anything, they could be, like, a partner in sort of ways, because sometimes, you gotta have both to be successful. You can't just have, like, one side. Like, companies need content creators and generally, consumers, that's the word, to, like, be successful in consumers, to get, like, some of the fun stuff and to do what they love. We kind of need companies in some aspects. Not defending all companies, because fuck Activision, that's for sure.
Yeah, Blizz. I guess there's a degree of like a no ethical consumption under capitalism kind of thing, where I'm sure everybody's favorite games company has some problems that just haven't hit the news yet. But it makes it very difficult to be kind of like, hey, I want to work with game designers, and sometimes you're going like, well, actually, maybe I shouldn't. I probably shouldn't be actively supporting this particular franchise. Like, Riot's like digital card game, whose name I keep forgetting. Runeterra. There we go. Apparently, genuinely really, really well-made game. Genuinely really fun to play and interesting as a digital design space. People haven't really talked about what Riot have been up to for a while, but they've been up to the same stuff that Activision has been for a bit, for a hot second. Maybe I shouldn't stream that. Maybe I should just, wait for them to go and sort their stuff out. There's enough other games that I can play in the intervening period of time. We good.
Let's hope so some of these companies can really sort their problems out, because God, like, and I did mention this yet. Also, what's weird about having like 2 terabyte of memory, Bunny? But to continue, I didn't mention this, but my favorite companies, usually when it comes to games, are Capcom. Used to be Konami, and I'll explain why. I think it's kind of obvious, and Sega. Like they were, as I classify, the 3 underdogs that really can make a console sometimes. Because, of course, we have Capcom, and back in the day, they had a lot of games, and even now and then, they do have a lot of games that I very much love. We're literally playing Rise. So that just proves how much I do like Capcom and their games. I think my favorite generation, despite some of the stuff that happened around the generation, was the PS2 era, because that's where I feel like both Capcom and Konami were having their biggest highs and their lowest lows.
No, I understand that. The kind of like Nintendo DS era was definitely a big favorite of mine. Both aesthetically, what people were kind of doing in terms of game design and being really adventurous. Because this was still at a point where, we're dealing with mega corporations, but they were being a bit more willing to kind of take risks in the terms of stuff that they made. Pokemon was a big IP, but not their biggest IP, so they could afford to be wacky with it sometimes, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. That's funny because a few days ago, me and a couple of friends were just talking about like how companies they're not as risky as they used to be, where they
Mm.
were giving the chance with some stuff that they created, like the PS2 generations with like how some of the games that came out, God Hand, Hunting Ground. Um,
Mm.
this was not from Konami or any of the two, but Rule of Rose because well,
Oh yeah,
Atlas,
who could even obtain a copy of Rule of Rose? Actually, I don't even think that got released in the US. That was EU and Japan only, right?
I oh wait no, you could buy a US copy, but again, could have because God,
Mm.
it was expensive. Even there was a God, there was like a lot of controversy for the game coming out, and I mean, very
It was a
understandable because
very intense game.
yeah.
They say,
But
hey,
like
let's go make
yeah,
a video game about child abuse. That will not cause any latent problems for anybody involved. It's fine.
exactly, and like yeah, like the PS2 generation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying like the PS2 generation, or let's say 2000s era of
Mm.
gaming
Mm-hmm,
was
mm-hmm.
where it had more of its risky games, or at least the ones that sometimes would not be able to do well or did not do well, but
Mm.
were also cherished memories to most people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because like around that era, I I generally like games that came out around that era because you had Jet Set Radio with Dreamcast,
Mm-hmm.
um, Sonic Adventure, of course, GameCube and all of its games that honestly almost made Nintendo go bankrupt despite being some of classics.
Mm-hmm.
It was an interesting time to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's
Like the
a.
neat,
Would you kind of emulate a lot of stuff from that era
uh, so yeah,
as part of your kind of like gaming repertoire? Because there's definitely a number of like GameCube and DS era games that are such a good fit for my aesthetic, you know. Where I'm like, hey,
exactly.
we should probably explore those on stream. One of the things I
Yeah.
was streaming regularly in the past was the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color.
Oh
There
yeah, I
was a
did see that.
Japanese
That was pretty
only
cool.
sequel. It was so good. I'm so glad that we played that through and people were interested in playing that along with me because, such a well designed single player experience. Like, trading card games are definitely at their best when you're playing multiplayers with other people, but they thought really hard about how to make that an engaging game to play alone and give it a story and stuff to do beyond just kind of doing matches with a tier 1 deck, if that makes sense. And I was like,
Right.
yeah, why aren't there modern card game systems that do this? It's so good. Shadowverse has one. There's a Switch only Shadowverse game with a story mode. The cards in it I don't think are especially up to date. It's not a huge deal if you've not played the games before, you know.
Yeah.
But Pokemon could do this so easily. It doesn't even need to be a high budget thing. Just give me the ability to go beat some like gym leaders, some challenge build modes, and that'd be sick. We'd be happy. But
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised that they didn't make like a new Pokemon card game. Not even like because like Duel Links is like an app game. I'm
mm,
surprised they
mm,
didn't do
mm.
something like that again.
Yeah,
Because
there are
like I
quite a
did,
few Yu-Gi-Oh ones, I think.
yeah, and I did like check out your streams for like the Pokemon one, and the one that game does look fun. And going on like a little bit of the emulation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I there's like a lot of Japanese exclusive games that I wish have come to America, but
Mm-hmm.
like oh sometimes, um, or just like the really rare games that nobody talked about but are very fun. I'm
Mm.
giving two examples here. Live Alive, which is an
Ah.
SNES game. I'm glad you heard of it. It's like that SNES game from Square Enix at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was it from Square?
It
Because
was, I think it was just Square at the time, because Square Enix wasn't until PS2 era.
yeah,
Yeah. It had like a really interesting grid-based battle system, like you fought in a chessboard, and it was like
yeah,
6 different eras of storytelling that all looked super interesting. I definitely would recommend playing that through on air. I think lots of people would enjoy that.
yeah. I might like because I want to try and do some more RPG streams, and I will admit They're mostly going to be the modern ones, like Final Fantasy VII Remake at the moment, and trying to think, Shin Megami Tensei 5. I like that's sad. That's like one of the sad examples of games that I have, but have not played. I have not touched Shin Megami Tensei 5 yet. I know that game's going to be good, but yeah, it's like there were so many like interesting games that people just haven't heard about or have not come back. And going back to my other favorite company, Capcom, have you heard of a game known as Gotcha Force?
Oh yes, G-Red with the laser, absolutely. Oh my god, because we can do multiplayer. We can do multiplayer over the internet now, can't we?
Please, yes.
Can we both grind out some Gacha Force and then do versus mode? The versus mode would be a complete mess, but
I definitely wouldn't mind to like play the versus mode. It's like, so yeah, Gacha Force is a really cool game from Capcom that has the mecha style I like, with like the toys and stuff like that. But they never brought it back, and it's just like faded to obscurity. I might be wrong because like I think Capcom made a reference to it in Street Fighter V.
Teeny tiny print run though. They did not make many copies of that game.
Yeah, so it's like it maybe not be too expensive as like Ruler Rose or Haunting Ground. Please do not look at the Ruler Rose price tag. It honestly might give you a heart attack. That's what it almost did with me. Do you ever have like those games you regret not buying or getting as a kid, but very much would like now?
I get what you mean. Yeah. There was I used to be a video game hunter as a kid, when I was a teenager rather. And then unfortunately there was a period of time where the place that I lived was broken into and I lost a lot of the stuff I'd collected.
I'm so sorry.
At the time I was salty about it, but emulation is so good and works, and there's so many games that are unable to play unless you specifically do language patching or things like that, where it's like, no, it's fine. We're in a different era now.
And I think I just have to say, the only thing that I have to say with like emulation, I do it. I have mostly no problems with it, but just like when it comes to game consoles, like, you know, something like a PS4, Switch.
Current era, not so much. That's still easily available. Yeah. I get what you mean.
Unless if you like own the game, like I own most of the Switch games that I do admittedly emulate, because there are a few that are really good with emulation, specifically Hyrule Warriors. How did Nintendo not put online multiplayer with that? Like, it's a local co-op game, and it's much fun if you play it with a friend. And I luckily do own a physical copy of that, so like, yeah, when it comes to that, please, at least, if you're gonna do modern day consoles, own the games to them. I know they're big companies, still. If you want your game to like come back, you really kind of need to buy some of these. Equivalent exchange sometimes. Nintendo has done it in the worst way possible with Chibi Robo. I'm never gonna forgive what they did.
I remember back in the day when DS emulation was super easy, and I, like most people, had like an R4 emulator card.
Oh, nice.
And it was good. It was good. It was a way to be able to play way more games than I would have been able to play otherwise. But very few people. I need to turn the overhead light on. It's starting to get a little dark in here. Very few people like really bought like the Phoenix Wright games, for example, and then Capcom was like, nobody's buying Phoenix Wright in English, we're just not going to localize these. And I was like, oh, that was my fault, I did that.
Like, you can't just blame yourself, because like you gotta remember, if like a good group has to not like be able to buy this, but even though you're included in, you can't just blame yourself. You can just like, it's a group worth effort, because if a group of people don't buy it, then yeah, that's gonna be a lot of money down the drain. But like, I mean, you know, it's more than individual action that involves in those kind of things, but it's like, I do feel like I was slightly part of the problem by not, because this was also, you know, pre-social media. Well, you know, Twitter existed, but it wasn't the big force of recognizing of people playing and enjoying games as it is now. God.
Capcom didn't know how many people in the English-speaking territories were just so ready for how good Ace Attorney Chronicles is. Until now, when people could just say directly on Twitter how horny they are for Baroque von Zieks. Nobody knew a decade ago. But
Yeah.
that's a problem. He's astoundingly racist. But
Oh no.
he spends most of his dialogue being specifically xenophobic. It's a problem.
Oh no, this just kind of shows how blind I am of Phoenix, right? I have not. Okay, I own Phoenix. I know the Phoenix
so
Wright
to
game.
explain, the Ace Attorney Chronicles is specifically set in the past where you are playing Phoenix Wright's ancestor who moves from Japan to the UK to be a lawyer.
Oh yeah,
And-
I actually do remember like a bit of that game.
So
Mostly
part
the
of
one-
the go ahead, sorry.
No, yeah, you go first. You're telling the story.
So it it involves not only just solving crimes and helping people and so forth, but it's a lot of, hey, I left my homeland for somewhere entirely different where they are, they're still in the middle of colonizing the world and consider themselves the best at everything, and they figure me a country idiot. And everybody, every rich character in setting very likes to remind you how not English the main character is, and it's just a string of microaggressions. It's surprisingly intense.
Jesus.
But it's kind of good that they go that far. I think the fact that they're willing to kind of discuss it as a topic and not shy away from it at any point is actually pretty good. And all the people that are astoundingly racist are wrong. So it's not like they're platforming that ideology, but yeah. Part of the general discussion of that game is how people in that are ain't shit when it comes to kind of talking about international politics. It's very interesting.
Right. And God, it's like I was honestly at the moment, but I do want to check out the Ace Attorney games because they do sound like very much fun. And I do remember seeing cutscenes of it, but mostly the one mission, or I should say the one court case where you actually do I don't know how it happens, but it's like they do actually have like a little thing where you have to defend a case from Nick or Phoenix.
Yeah. They have a couple of those kind of cases as well. They're really melodramatic. So give me just a second. I'm going to vanish into the ether while I go and turn my overhead light on, but I will be right back. Don't worry. Just finding... whoop, I'm invisible. Hold on.
Also, I picked up Shadow the Hedgehog and I was disappointed over the game, but yeah, very understandable. I can talk about Shadow the Hedgehog
like a
little
ninja,
bit.
I vanish. The smoke bomb flung to the ground. Okay. And let's make sure that the head tracking and everything is doing what it's supposed to. Hold up. That. And then we're gonna go... Huh. Recalibrating myself. Alright, sick. I reappear from the ether. Thank you for waiting. Right, let's go hunt Bishaten.
Yeah, okay. So like this monkey bird. Did you still want some help winning poker or something? Later. So actually, okay. So if you're wondering what that poker conversation was, basically, there was. So I was speedrunning JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for the PS1, and it has in the story mode, it has like this one mission where you have to fight against Darby.
Oh, like the Heritage for the Future fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the PS1 version of it actually has like this big story mode that does really good job retelling the story, and it kind of was really cool. But there is this one mission where you have to fight against Darby, and if you know who Darby is, you know that's a little bit hard.
Darby the Gambler. So you had to learn poker to be able to progress in the story mode, huh?
Yeah, like they actually give you a little bit of a tip to know how to play poker in order to fight him legitimately.
So you're not doing it completely blind. Oh,
yeah,
just immediately get clapped.
Here's the key word: legitimately. You can cheese the fight, and it's so anime accurate. I love it. Because, okay, so at a moment where you have like a few choices, and I think it's like bet, raise, and call, like normal poker terms. I could be very wrong with these because I think call is something you don't do in poker. But, or I could be wrong, but anyway, to continue.
Oh yeah, the calling is the thing you do in poker.
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm saying the right poker terms. Did I just get blinded?
Yeah, you did the flashbang.
Okay, so just gonna say, at some point, and this happened because I didn't have the friends who helped me with poker there to like help me know what to do. I was like stuck, so I was just sort of playing it wrong. And I thought I was gonna lose, and honestly had to restart the run until a command known as a lie or like cheat appears. And I was so surprised by this because cheat appears, and if you press that command, it reenacts the final scene of that fight.
Oh, well, you just go absolutely being like, I have all the cards, and you just have nothing. Yeah. I remember that. Good times.
And it's so cool that it had that option, and it just made the run. It just like made the run much easier to do because it gives so much so much of the actual poker you need to play in order to actually beat it. And it was just like insane that was an option.
Yeah, it's nice that they have, because I guess they were like, hey, this is a fighting game, we probably shouldn't demand that people know how to play Texas Hold'em. But if you happen to also know how, then that's also great. Yeah, I get you.
And I think the best part is there is also like a mission beforehand where you do get the chance to play as Joseph, and you could win that minigame too in order to like skipping an entire fight with Darby. It like JoJo Venture was a pretty cool game, and
it's pretty interesting how a lot of the video games did a lot to try and mimic the effect of the stand battles and making them playable things. It requires a lot of work of working how to do that sensibly. I can't break the tail of this, can I?
It's a little hard to like break its tail. You can break its beak. I just love that we were just destroying it in a corner.
Got the corner combos. This is just so much additional. Oh, no, that's not what we want.
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
It did blind itself, so that's good. I don't know how I was the only one not blinded in that attack.
I swear that the blind, even if you're looking away, it still hits you, which is very annoying.
Yep. Wait, I'm trying to think. So, Neon, I'm a poker gamer, so that's why, like, I didn't, I forgot to actually mention that, one of my chat, like, works at, like, a poker place in Atlanta. Pretty cool. Jet the Hedgehog, the game, the only memory for that game is find the computer room. Very understandable.
Find the computer room.
God, I do remember last year I did play a mission of it because a goal was reached. Dear Lord, was that not a fun time?
Oh, somebody in my chat was talking about Shadow the Hedgehog as well. I can't really speak for the quality of the game. The soundtrack of that game is actually pretty solid. You know, it was mid kind of like peak Sonic songwriting. So
yeah. So for all cases, I should mention my favorite hedgehog.
I didn't mean to do this.
Is okay. So, you got it. Yeah. All right, you're doing good.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh.
you press
Well.
into wall. Good.
Yeah. I thought you had to do it more than once. They had to do it
You
like
could
3
do it
times
more
or
than
something.
once, but even once is always good because it just traps it down.
There's some butt rock in Shadow the Hedgehog. There's some surprisingly good down tempo, some solid D&B as well. It's like a solid range of genres in one soundtrack, which is what I want from a Sonic game. Actually, my first Sonic game was Sonic Adventure 2, which obviously they make the entire game be a very wide range of genres. So I've always kind of looked for that since.
Hang on. I just had like a message on Steam real quick.
Take your time.
Because like one of my friends asked if they could join us.
Oh yeah. No, I'm absolutely down for that. After we finish this round, shall we kind of? Are they a voice call thing, or is it like joining our kind of like game room deal? What were you?
I'm thinking like just joining Mod Center.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. The game code is available if people know how to join that way. So we'll let them join in after we finish this match. No problem.
All right.
No, always happy to go and play with additional people. Ow. And with 3 people, it means I can switch to Hunting Horn and go back to my kind of standard, rather than trying to fight for damage.
Gotcha.
No, oh, just missed. I accidentally walked into a poison puddle, but we're fine. If you've been able to join that have this version of the game, yeah. It's a shame they're not cross-compatible, I agree. It is definitely a shame. Can we knock that dude off the wall? We can't, it's fine. I don't have the weapons to do so. Oh, I can just...
I'm so sorry. Did you hear like any of like the keyboard clacking? Because like I know.
No, you're good. I think Discord managed to filter a lot of that out. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Discord. Yeah. Like Discord. Filters it out. Jump to the chat. No worries. Like Discord filters it out. But like I just remember my own stream doesn't because like the mic doesn't have like that sort of filter for keyboard clicks and it just sort of full blast any audio. So like I just about like chat's just hearing me type up a song. Yeah. When it's just like 2 sentences. Oh, we got this. Tranquilize. Go to sleep.
I was trying to capture it, and so the person with the long sword is just knocking me out of the trank throwing animation.
Yeah, I do not like long sword.
Long sword is very rude. I bet they're not even really Kiara.
You're not even the real Kiara. Let's find out who's under the smash.
I'm glad that they did actually put in some afro hair. I like this hairstyle. Oh, for those who aren't aware, because near the end, before the PC version for this was released, Capcom were like, here's some actual black hairstyles in this video game, so you don't have to have distressingly straight hair if you're a dark-skinned character. But it's specifically DLC, so if you're playing on Steam, you have to go into the DLC available. It's free, but, you know, it's like DLC hair 14, 15, and 16. It doesn't even tell you what they are, so you have to kind of dig for them. But they're there. They're good. All right. The next.
Gotcha. How's it going, Ben? I just sent you invite, so feel free to join us when you get the chance.
Nice.
Oh man, but
we have a rampage quest
so
to
long
do.
with some of these hairstyles. I'm good, thank you. I'll just load up right now. That's good to hear.
Mhm.
Oh, we're doing Rampage?
Let me.
I wonder what hunting rank Ben's at, because I did see them stream it a couple of times, but I haven't like got to see their rank. I used to be like a rank 6 on the Switch version, and just saying, missions alone on that are not fun. Especially when your monster is just a T-Rex with wings and fins and can shoot fire from its mouth constantly.
Oh, Anjanath. Yeah.
Yep. Also, that is some nice skill that you were able to tell the name. Well, know the name from just like descriptions like that.
Oh, you gotta go, Gadda. No problem. Thanks for hanging with us, and thanks for wishing me a happy birthday. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Let's get a new hunting horn, because I'm sure I can equip better ones than what I currently got going.
Oh yeah. God, I forgot to like say this, but of course, my favorite hedgehog out of all of them is Edgy McHedgy, Shadow. Sonic Adventure 2 had its character really good. Everything else after that made it derail so hard. Even some train crashes weren't as bad.
Chat is like, don't say silver. Okay, good.
Why would I hate it, because like my friends make the joke that silver is my favorite hedgehog. It's not. Oh, what's the code? 7654.
Yeah, 7654. You got it.
Yeah, let me just type it in chat to make sure. There we go. Oh no. I made my chat go all the way up. Okay, they're here. Oh, they're a hunting rank 4.
They've been working.
Yep.
No bagpipe. Order.
Okay. But yeah, Edgy McHedgy is my favorite hedgehog, and generally the music that Shadow is given is honestly some of the best, I say.
Radical Highway is a solid jam.
Exactly, and I just love All Hail Shadow. It's that right amount of edge.
Ow, the edge. Who is my favorite Sonic character? Probably Blaze the Cat. I think Blaze the Cat is my favorite.
I say high quality of taste. Exactly. My chat has taste. Shadow best boy.
Yeah.
Again, the only problem, they fucked up his story afterwards.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay, and this is gonna be a weird question, but like, okay. So I don't know, because like Shadow and Rouge do make like a really good team, but some
it's
like,
Rouge and Knuckles. Are you kidding?
I was about to say, like, some people go with like Rouge and Knuckles. I do like both in concept, because like I say Shadow and Rouge make really good teammates. Rouge and Knuckles clearly has something. And Tails is fine. Like, I don't like how they treat Tails in the newer games. Why am I talking this much about Sonic the Hedgehog? I'm just a Sonic fan. Destined
Being
to be
enthusiastic about your favorite franchise is the mood. Absolutely,
yeah,
it's all good.
I don't know. I don't know if I can call Sonic my favorite franchise. I like some of the games, and I'm pretty sure I have played almost every modern game and some of the old ones. I just question if this is a question I asked for like Dragon Ball and Sonic. I very much do appreciate these, and these were like some of my fandoms when I started, like knowing about media and stuff like this. But I also question, am I really fan when I know when to trash these things and generally have some bad things about these things about
that's the secret, right? It's not no media is perfect, and being willing to kind of discuss when things aren't perfect is kind of important.
That is very true. So it's like, it's weird to say the least.
Right.
Okay, I think I'll put a cannon here just in case. Oh wait, no.
This is
Ballistas first.
Is this
Yeah,
only? This isn't the only gate, right? We need to get the first one. There we go. Because this is where they're
I'm
coming in
thinking we
from.
start off with cadence. Yeah, start off with this stuff first.
Manually fired cannons and all that. I agree. They have a
Yeah,
couple up already. Are
which
these
is
already
good.
manned, or they are?
Yeah, I think
No, they.
we already
All
got
right.
like those are the ones that are manual on the right. On the left, it looks like they're automatic, and there's one up here that's automatic.
Okay. Let's install something here. We are gonna put a bomb.
Is this the one where we have to like fight? So I forgot the entire details of this mission. I think we're fighting like a Tetradon or like the Kappa monster.
Yeah. It's something like that. I can probably get to the front area and then I can ready up.
All right.
Ready up.
Gotcha. All right. It looks like we're all ready. So now just gotta wait.
The man, the ballista.
Wait.
Oh God.
It's Joe.
Oh, Joe has arrived to whoever they are. They were like, hey, a rampage mission? I'm in. Let's go.
Gotcha. I'll be having fun watching your other friend Yoko. Later. Okay. It was okay, but like, yeah, Sonic and Dragon Ball, like, I guess my first fandoms, and I still sort of do like Dragon Ball. In fact, in some cases, I do have like a Dragon Ball OC. Okay. What is your opinions on some self-inserts?
I mean, in video game stuff, like, it's easy to tell when a designer is doing that kind of thing. But no, I'm in general, like, when it's in personal works, considering the amount of tabletop stuff that I do, that is all about very specifically, kind of creating original characters for a work, you know? So
that is very true. Yeah, I only ask because to be honest, you just I don't know how many VTubers do this, but like, don't you just kind of imagine your character just like in the scenario for like the game character?
Like while you're playing, kind of feeling like you are the main character in the experience. I understand. I don't do that super often, I must say. But I quite enjoy games where the protagonist is their own person rather than trying to be a cipher for me. But yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, there are lots of RPGs that enjoy that kind of. The Chachanodons are trying to break the thing at the back.
All right, I got it. Yeah, like in sort of the cases I'm saying, or like why what games I'm thinking of this for, like you know, the ones with custom character creators are kind of a few, but I am gonna try and get an art commission when I do eventually play like a few Spider-Man games of a Take-Two Spider-Man. The Spider-Man is my favorite hero, and I generally will like to see a Take-Two design in Spider-Man design.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, there were so many people from Spider-Verse who were doing kind of like, with the success of Spider-Verse, doing like Spider-Verse OCs. So you wouldn't be the only person.
Spider-Dona, as they're called.
I'm like, I'm not going to be attacking directly. I'm just going to try and do as many of... Actually, retreat shot should make this out, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, trust me, don't do what I'm doing. I'm honestly just...
just going gorilla.
Exactly. This just shows how gorilla I am.
Absolute Unga mode, I understand.
Unga bunga status be like... Oh,
no. Not today.
Have we unlocked any cannons yet?
We have unlocked cannons.
Okay,
I didn't have a chance to rebuild one before. Oh god damn it!
I'm actually just gonna go in the back and just use the cannon in a minute. Oh, we can place an automatic one. Okay.
What? Oh no, they're just destroying everything. Stop.
As long as it's not the main gate, we're gonna be fine.
Oh, that's already manned. Let's man this one.
Go for a ride because we have a lot of company.
Okay.
Oh, I will got it.
Knocked me out of it.
Oh
Oh my
no,
god,
no,
there
no.
are so many. There's a no. The Firebird here. Can't remember what that's called, but they are destroying our turrets.
I just sort of call it like shade. This is kind of lamp shade.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a good description.
Alright, I got that one. There's
God, this
one
is
in
so
the
much
back.
harder than the single player version.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like, I kind of say the single player version is a little tougher only because, like, you have to manage everything. The monsters go down easier, but you have to manage everything by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And with later Rampage quests, they get tense.
Okay.
I think Okay. So the first wave is repelled. We got cannon upgrades, and we officially unlocked like the wiring blasters.
Take this offline and put a cannon. We're gonna keep this as a regular ballista. That's fine. That's manned. I'm gonna take you away.
There's a wiring cannon in the back.
And turn you into an auto ballista.
I think they're pretty good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we have Fugen, so we can just use that for later. Okay.
Right, let me mend this one. Actually,
anything...
let's instead man.
I think we are all set.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
Oh, okay, Fugen's over there.
God, third person combat. I'm so bad at shooters and like intentionally difficult action games are like my weakness. I cannot do that shit. So
it's very understandable. I think my least best game I can do, or like my least genre, sports, depending on like the game. I am somewhat good at shooters, but I'm not good at like Call of Duty or that stuff.
Joe went and turned one of the regular ballistas into a cannon, and I wanted to keep that so I could switch between the two. But all right, you do you, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
You do you, I guess. Okay.
All right, second horde incoming. Whoa, okay, where you come from?
Just here. Okay.
Dropping by.
Oh my god, they move so fast.
Grind. Oh god, the rock. It's drained the rock shots. Oh my god, we are leveling up pretty quickly.
We destroyed them pretty fast. Wait, is that? I was just stunned. I was like, why is it not dead? But it's
Oh, it's riding. Okay.
Ah, right. Gotcha. No! Please!
Why did they just drop down?
You're supposed to go over the fence.
He gives us no warning and says, hey, we're just gonna drop this here for you, don't worry. Gift from Capcom.
This with the sepia filter is very funny. It's like an Edo area war movie, some Kurosawa shit going on.
Seems great. Hey, Block of Water, how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And as you can see, I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise with Neon Caster. I will also here, but not in like the VC, and very much, please check out the Neon Caster. They're a wonderful streamer, and I very much recommend them.
We're doing our best.
Yeah, God, the rock burns. Do I have a no
This is even hitting. Am I too far away? Is it gone? Is it dead? I can't see. Gone. Okay. Oh, there's another bird. Where's bird?
Wow,
Where's bird?
Okay, they have a lot of... These monsters are big.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, the rocks are just doing... The rocks are just doing...
The rocks be moving, though.
Thank God I put a wyvern blast over there. Oh no! I need to sharpen my knife. My knife rock. I think the situation. I just kind of realized the monsters I'm fighting and the weapon I'm using. Situation's kind of fucked. Because I'm using the head of the monsters that were just here.
Machine cannon.
Monster
Let's
Hunter.
go.
It makes you question a lot. Oh, and hello, Lottie. How's it going? Happy to see more Hammer gaming. I know, right? Hammer for
gang.
life.
Hammer gang.
I'm just gonna say the biggest secret of all with my wise.
They've got a machine gun turret. Machine gun turret is going ham.
Oh my god, I do
Machine
like
gun
this
turret is very
mode.
satisfying, actually. Good god. This style of fight is new to Rise. Yes. Ow.
And honestly, it's pretty cool, mostly because just how big these monsters are. Good, Cold, how are you guys? We're good. We are just defending our village from giant rocks. Okay. Come on, you're almost dead.
Okay,
You're dead.
it's dealt with. And I got knocked off my platform, but that's okay. I'm moving fire artillery.
Okay. Whew.
Oh.
But yeah, hope everybody else is having like a really good day. We just doing this while having some discussion.
Excuse me. Oh, it's just destroyed.
Ron,
Fine.
please.
Okay.
Breathy, just please die. I know these are just like the same
handled.
models, but just upscaled for like
yeah,
rampage,
they are very big.
Yeah.
Oh, something knocked me off the turret.
Oh god, I'm poisoned. Oh no, not another rock.
Is there... Okay, these guys are fine. Now these rock monsters, stay back. Okay, handled. Let me dismount.
Turn this around.
Hey! Good job. It's so terrible that this is... Good evening, Dot Dragons then. How you doing today? How you doing today? Thank you very much for joining us.
The floor.
Yeah, those are probably like, yeah. They're different items that you can use to hit people with. Oh, some of them are actually, things.
Like the Rathian pieces.
Exploding
like
kunai actually pretty useful, but you're too busy panicking to not die, right?
Exactly. I think you get to keep, like, some of the items you get.
Hey, Crying Cryptid, good evening.
Alright, got my Rathian pieces.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, I appreciate it.
Yeah, give your happy birthday wishes to the operator.
Hey, we did it. That was like medium stressful.
Yeah. Oh my god, my health. I am surprised I didn't die.
Were you just kind of going in melee and trying to beat these things up by yourself, or were you using the turrets?
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't use most, like, especially for the flying enemies, I sometimes use the turrets. But hey, you know, Onga Bunga. Yeah. Like, man, that mission was definitely good, and I do like Rampage quests. Cannot wait for the ones later on.
They're an interesting time, and the weapon upgrades they give you are nice, you know? Yeah. Alright, we're up to 3rd rank, HR3. Oh, hold on. There's still soon 2-star.
We're like, so sometimes the Rampage just happen midway into the questing, so there's sort of like
so we
a
still
little
need
bit
to
of
do the other bits and pieces, that's fine.
Yeah. If I'm right, I think you're just 2 quests away from getting to Hunting Rig 3 and fighting that.
Let's fight Volvidon, because Volvidon is actually pretty easy to beat up.
All right.
Oh,
I'm trying
would you mind reintroducing yourself, Take Two? Because somebody in the chat is like, "Who's your friend?"
Hello. Hello. My name is Take Two Action. I'm movie director Demon from Hell, who brings satisfaction with the action, and I am luckily invited from Neoncaster, and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. They say that your character design is chef's kiss. So yeah.
Thank you.
They're a fan.
This was done by Gaelic Knots that you can find on both Twitch and Twitter. Very much recommend them. They are a lovely artist. Please check them out. Okay. Oh, I actually got a lot of Rathian parts.
I guess I should probably update my item load. Equipment item loadouts. One, please. Thank you.
Oh, speaking of which, I should probably upgrade my defense for these armors.
You have the time to go and do additional bits of poking if additional bits and pieces need to be done. Nice that they let you do all these bits and pieces of poking, of updating your character and stuff outside of having to cancel the request. Because sometimes it's just kind of like, oh no, you've already started the mission. You can't ask for help now.
Yeah, it's like in the old games, and again, like people question how my favorite could be Generations Ultimate, but like I do like difficulty, and I just like seeing some of the cool monsters you get to fight. But also,
there are some cool ass monsters.
Damn well, the amount of actually helping out the player, not much.
Making banana and blueberry waffles. Ooh, sounds good. Blueberry waffles does sound particularly delicious.
Oh wait, yo, can I give my paladin a new weapon? If I can't, damn it, I cannot get a new weapon. Oh wait, scraps.
Oh yeah, you have to use scraps to make the armor for your buddies. Although I must admit, I'm not making, well, you know, since my armor is already pretty solid, I've not been making much new armor, so the amount of scraps I've been getting for my Palico and Palamute is not as much. But we're pushing. We're getting through these matches pretty solidly.
That's good. Okay. I think I have enough. Yes! I got the Magna Marshmallow Knife for my dog.
Magna Marshmallow. I like that naming for it.
Yeah, I say it's a Magna Marshmallow, but he'll rip me up into pieces.
Magna is a very scary fight.
Yep, I like fighting it solo. I didn't die on the PC version a lot. I actually didn't die at all. I got hit in my first playthrough, but on the Switch version, fine.
Yeah, that thing will very easily two-shot you if it's enraged. So it's like, okay, I see. Step up in difficulty. I understand.
And I just sort of love how it just gets bigger. The more angrier it gets. Okay. I think I'm gonna get a weakener.
Yeah. So where's the camera?
Can never get. Oh yeah, I am stacked with skills. I'm ready to go.
Oh, okay, cool. Whoa.
I luckily got all three of my skills: the weakener, the medic, and the fire resistance.
Wild that they go and make that a random chance. I mean, that's always been true, but it's mean.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I actually didn't like. It took me a little bit to know that not all skills get applied. So I usually just run into quests thinking, oh yeah, I got this applied, I'll be fine. It's not fun if you put sharpening as one of your skills and then you don't get it. So I was sitting there sharpening my blade, and it just takes me a hot minute. Okay, so there's 2 mystery marks for me, and I'm questioning what's the
Me too.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
like,
gonna be one.
Volvidon is normally on the fire mat, so it's kind of like, oh, that's the Puke Puke. I'll run past it just to kind of activate it, so it knows that I exist. Cool.
Right. If we're lucky enough, it might follow us into the next room, so we can have somebody to ride.
Love the aerial acrobatics you can do. That's Volvidon.
Oh. I think what's weird is Volvidon is one of like the first few monsters you get to fight in Hunting Rank 1 in Generations Ultimate.
It's like, hey, you're ready for this, right? This is the thing you already know how to do.
So I'm just sitting here like, what?
Oh, already with the KO. It's getting so bullied.
Just bully the monster.
Oh.
It's like, okay, so it's like Volvidon, one of the smallest monsters, because I think right next to Azora, or Azoro.
Yeah, it's the same model type as Azora's.
Yeah, so like, it's just so small. It's ferocious. Oh, where did you come from? It just comes from nowhere. Alright, okay, Wolf's riding it.
And we'll wait until... It's just out for the count. It's just clipping into the floor.
Sitting there.
Doesn't know what's going on anymore. Can I get that? What?
Oh my god, I feel so bad for this.
I do not.
Like, I just feel a little bit bad for some of these monsters for screwing up. And keyword, some of the monsters for screwing up, because there are a few that I love to see suffer. I am not a big fan of Chesu at all, and the Apex one doesn't make me happy.
Fine.
Look,
You're violent.
It's all fun and games until the red one comes out. And then you get instant kills.
With the Electro Blast. Yeah.
Like, so Apex Chesus terrify me a little bit more because I don't like it when the Kappa one eats me alive, but Chesus, they actually eat you alive and kill you. At least you get spit back out with the Kappas. Or it's armor's damage, so we're getting close.
Yeah, this has been a pretty straightforward one.
Yeah, surprisingly. I'm honestly glad it's at this area because I do remember in like the fire area.
He's just getting knocked down the cliff. I'm dizzy. Please. My pet is mining and not actually helping me. Oh my god. Please. Awful. Just standing there watching me be like, ugh.
Caster just suffering their Palico Minecraft music playing.
Like a real cat, it's kind of like, no, I won't help you.
I fell, sorta.
Yeah, no, I think you just happened to be tripped off the edge of the cliff.
Actually, okay, so we did talk about like GameCube games before. What are some like your favorite GameCube games?
Ooh, Mario Party 5.
Oh, that's the one.
Baten Kaitos. I really enjoyed like Lost King. Oh, Skies of Arcadia. Oh,
That port of Skies Arcadia is fantastic.
oh. Yeah, there were lots of very, very good GameCube RPGs.
Yeah.
Lost Kingdoms is actually on my list to go and stream this year.
Oh, nice.
It's a pretty hard game if you don't know what you're doing, but I think in this kind of age we can just actually like read up the bits where it'll be a gotcha and just play it fully in mind of where it would try and screw me over.
Exactly, and I feel like you got it. Of course, like I definitely know the GameCube has a lot of good RPGs, especially considering one of my favorite MMOs basically had its best port on the
Fantasy
GameCube.
Star Online.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Actually,
You don't get to attack. You said that you got to attack here.
oh no! Oh no! I had a communication error.
Oh no! I think you can probably jump back in. You can probably jump back in. It's fine.
Okay. Cause like I definitely know I can like. I had a communication error and I'm fighting this thing by myself. Not fun. Okay, I'm just gonna fight this thing real quick. Because I know at least I'll get like the hunting. This counts as like a quest done. After this, I'm gonna get back into the room.
Reconnect him. Yeah, you're good. I believe in you. Stay strong, friend.
Okay, I got this. Okay, yeah, like, so, to continue the story, not get stressed out by this monster, just roll it around. This not as fun when you don't have a lot of people, it's not funny anymore.
At least the health is rescaled back down to it being survivable.
Yeah, true. I was just questioning for a minute because it was just, like, stuck there, and then it just, the error message happened. Okay, yeah, I've been playing like Fantasy Star with a group of people like Thorn Gabo, Rumi Dori, and Daisy Doodles. It's been like a fantastic time playing with them. We actually like we beat the entirety of episode 1 in a 5-hour stream.
I guess that is pretty doable.
Well, to be fair, by the time we like came back, we were at level 20. So we did have to like replay a couple of missions over, but it was
Del Relay is so fucking cool. The big like sea lizard snake.
Oh yeah.
So rad.
Really cool. Oh no. I'm not unable to use my item. Now I'm able to use it. I'm wrecked. Oh god, and he's rolling all over me.
Please.
And then he's rolling away.
Okay. Ooh, into the KO. Nice.
Okay, but yeah, like, so we finally like beat episode 1, and I honestly was like very happy because that was like my first time not only playing it with a group of people, but also beating episode 1 of Phantasy Star. We're gonna try and do episode 2 later. I did get a sneak peek of what episode 2 looks like. I am like kind of very excited when that's gonna happen because it's a entirely new ship and new area.
Okay, yeah.
And then there was episode 3, and nobody talks about episode 3 for good reasons.
Card, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was a card game. I'm not saying
it didn't
but
settle especially well. I mean, even as somebody who likes digital card games, there are bad ones. So if it's a bad one, it is what it is.
Oh, okay. I want to hope it's at least a good game. But I guess it's not.
Yeah. No, when I was playing Fantasy Star Online, it was Blue Burst. So like the fan server of essentially 1, 2, and 4 in terms of chapters. Yeah.
Oh my god. Cool. Volvadon is not giving me an easy time and has knocked me out after paralyzing me.
Oh no. You can do it. I believe in you.
I got this. I just need a minute and maybe one of my Palamutes can... Why are you... The Palamute? What? Hit me, please. My Palamute is getting wrecked by one monster. Okay. But like, besides Fantasy Star as one of my favorite GameCube games, really like the style of VTuber Joe. I very much like Luigi Mansion. I started playing a bit off screen. I'm trying to save my experience for stream, but it's a fun game. It's weird. Like, I'm trying to think of most GameCube games because I downloaded a lot of GameCube games at one point when I had my old computer.
Working through the collection. Yeah.
Trying to think. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so this is. I'm a little bit cheating because we bought two of my favorite games that I do like come from it. One is No More Heroes, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can tell why I like No
playing
More
through
Heroes.
Killer 7, huh?
I didn't say Killer 7. I don't know why I didn't.
That's been ported to PC recently, I think. So I think I definitely need to go and give that a whirl. I did play it before, but it was when I was a teenager, and I definitely did not understand like the sociopolitics of that game, for example. So
yeah, there's a lot of, let's just say, adult stuff in that game. But like, holy crap, Killer 7 is it's an interesting and wild game that it's not, I don't want to just say it's like a Capcom game, but for Capcom, when they had like Suda51 working on it, it was insane. It was also
Suda51 and Masafumi Takada working in unison together, hell yeah, all day, every day.
Yeah. What was also a little bit insane was the marketing, which I'm not gonna say was good.
I don't remember the marketing of it, but
let's just say it's more of a good thing not to remember it, because I honestly feel like it's a slap in the face from the actual game and
are you still mid-mission? We can wait for you to return from
you
Volvidon Quest 2022.
Okay, sorry, give me 1 second. I'm going to try and finish this as fast as I can. This is actually...
You are fine. Take your time.
It's like, this thing has been, like, destroying me. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually been a tough fight.
I can make the paralysis cello. Yes! Finally.
It's also a little bit difficult to actually finding where I have to go. But yeah, like, Killer 7 is a fantastic GameCube game. I think I just didn't think about it as a GameCube game because I did play the PS2 version of it. But like, No More Heroes is also like something I very much love, and of course I do, because Travis is an inspiration for my character.
Yeah, that tracks. Neat.
Besides that, I also, where the heck? You know what? I don't want to quit, but like, could just do that one mission, because we did finish this, so we would be at like the same amount of spots for.
Yes, so I do recommend you see if you can make your way through and finish it. It's no problem if you can't. If you need to bail, you need to bail. But I believe in you. As I say, it rescales the health when it's just you. So if people drop out, then it loses a lot of health. So you should be okay.
Fair enough. Okay. Trying to just like, but let's see. Yeah. Besides No More Heroes, there was another Wii game that also was M-rated, and it had a vicious hack and slash style known as Mad World. And like, I think the best part about Mad World, besides the fact that it's so uncanny that how much things it just has that just resonates with me. It's an M-rated Wii game with a hack and slash element and a movie aesthetic to it.
Yeah. Black and white is very, very specifically Sin City in style, so it's black and white with spot red for blood.
Yeah,
Playing it is kind of like only okay, I would say, but it's got a really interesting system.
yeah, like
The commentators are really funny because it's
yeah,
essentially a death game TV show. So while you're murdering all these people by like shoving stop signs through their chest and then throwing them into a flaming garbage can and then taking the flaming garbage can and throwing it into a buzzsaw for a 10 times combo. Um,
right.
I am not kidding. The commentators are just shitting all over everybody. It's very funny. It's very funny. Some of the music's really good as well.
Yeah, it's a really good game, and yeah, you're definitely right with like the combat. It's nothing new, especially considering what you had on the console, but it was a fun time. And even besides like the whole Sin City aesthetic,
Mhm.
depending on like the level, it has like a sort of genre for it. There's
Mhm.
an entire section of the city where it's sci-fi and everything's like Star Wars or
And there's a
alien based.
medieval one as well, isn't there? Which is
Yeah, with like a
yeah.
horror aesthetic where you get to fight a group of werewolves. Not a
Hmm.
fun fight, but still very interesting. There's
Mhm,
also
mhm.
Japanese or like Japanese sort of movie aesthetic
Yeah,
to
they
one
very
level.
specifically, and it's quite a daring move, but they're an East Asian studio, so they can get away with it. It's very specifically generic Asia town, and it mashes up aesthetics of Japan, China, and Korea simultaneously in a kind of like, oh, Americans don't understand the difference kind of like parody, which is spicy and actually quite funny.
Exactly. And it's just like
Uh,
it's a pretty cool Wii game that I recommend
mm,
people just give it like a not like I'm not saying like replay it. It's you can have a bit of replayability to it because there's a
mm,
point system to the game,
mm,
but I think give it just like a shot. It's
mhm.
like a really cool Wii game. Another
Mm.
cool Wii game, but probably not fun if you're trying to keep your friends, is Dokapon Kingdom.
Ha 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 ha! Did you also watch the long form Let's Play Willy versus did like a couple of years ago?
I did, and I am surprised at how long that is. Holy
Yeah, they
crap!
were working their way through the DS one at the moment, which seems to be less good. Um,
Oh no!
yeah, there's just fewer mechanics in the game because it's scaled down. Um, so there are fewer ways for it to be entertaining and backstabby. It's more backstabby and less entertaining, which is a shame. But I'm glad that they decided to go and give it a whirl. But yeah, Dokapon Kingdom on the Wii is very funny.
Gee,
It is a
I
game where if one person knows the mechanics and the other people don't, then it's Oh, does Iron Wolf know that we're waiting for you, by the way?
I think so. Iron Wolf,
Mhm.
you know we're like because Iron Wolf's like watching the stream, so they know the. I'm pretty sure they
Ah,
heard the
gotcha.
situation.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Just give you like a little bit more time. This monster is not fun to play with a hammer
Mm.
and without friends.
Yeah,
I
as it's weak to impact, so at the very least, it will take more damage than normal. That
That's
you're
good.
fighting with the right weapon, but yeah.
Oh, thank God! Finally, I can ride it into a wall so it can stop moving. And thank you both Wolf and Caster for like waiting for me. This
Nah, you good. Connections disconnects unfortunately how it is unfortunately how it go, but
yeah. Hey, you know it's expected to be a Capcom fan and have some connection issues.
you would hope that the net code would be just a little bit more stable for the PC release, but I guess it's the same net code between both versions even if they're not
Right.
co compatible. Mm.
And it's not like the biggest problem for me. I usually can deal with just Capcom's onlines. Finally, it's dead. Oh my God.
When is Monhun rollback netcode?
Monhan rollback netcode. That would be good. Also for Street Fighter V.
mm. I mean, they're not. Like Street Fighter Five is now. I think they've officially dusted their hands and said that they're done with SF5. I think at
Yeah,
this point.
that is true. Like I think, yeah, Luke's the last character, so I think they're just gonna be working on Street Fighter 6.
How do you feel about Luke as a character?
So that's the thing. People have like said their opinions and honestly don't like him that much. I honestly like him a lot. I feel like he's a KOF character that walked into the Capcom line instead of the SNK line. And generally his design is just full-on American.
It's interesting because it's quite hard to say what the Street Fighter character design is. Since Street Fighter 4, it's making everybody kind of like uncomfortably muscly. But in terms of like what they wear and things like that has been pretty broad. Because Luke is just in standard MMA gear. He isn't wearing anything unusual.
Yeah, like it's standard and kind of get it, but like I don't know. I feel like they just okay. So if I remember correctly, it's sort of like a whole situation where join back into the lobby. Actually, could you send me an invite real quick?
Oh yeah. Give me a sec. I'll go to the little cat outside.
But like, I feel like Luke is a fine character, and I very much do like him. I like him more than Ed, that's for sure. I don't understand how people like Ed over Luke. Ed is just so, I guess gameplay-wise would be fine, but Ed is just the least interesting character, in my opinion, in Street Fighter V's entire roster. And I'm saying that over a lot of characters, too, so... Well, then again, they added a Rival Schools character, and I was very excited for that.
Batsu! Or is it... No, it's Akira. Akira, the motorcycle lady.
Say, I wish it was Batsu, but it's Akira, and that's still fun. Like, they play, like, you would expect a Rival School character to play in a 2D setting. Though that already did kind of happen with, like, Tatsunoko versus Capcom, a fantastic Wii fighter. That isn't Smash Bros.
There we go.
All right,
I think we have time for maybe one more, and then I need to order food before the second stream that I'm doing today.
Gotcha, and I do wish you luck on the second stream.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Ben, I'm back in the room, so feel free to like. Oh, there they are.
They're already ready. They're in there. I haven't eaten that though. Tatsunoko versus Capcom, the first time Morrigan got a model upgrade in 25 years. Yeah, I know, right? I would find it so funny if whenever I was talking with Will about this, if like the next versus Capcom game, they intentionally put in like the Tatsunoko versus Capcom or Marvel versus Capcom 3 model of Morrigan.
No, I hate that because that's so true.
Just kind of like, no. We know that we could make a new model. It's just funny.
Oh god, I feel like they would do that if they get the chance to make Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
I mean, also, when's Darkstalkers 4?
When is Darkstalkers 4? I will want that. I want my puppet character to be playable.
Yeah, like, Donovan is really cool. And he is in the version that people don't play, and it makes me sad.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like weird because like, so have you heard of Fight K probably, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah, and like I do play like the Darkstalkers 3 on that. It's weird because like it took me a while to get used to like some of the characters in it, but like Darkstalkers 3 is one of my favorite fighting games, and I made 3 characters.
Yeah.
Two that I'm really proud of, and the one that I question why. QB and Jada are like my favorite characters in Darkstalkers.
Sure. QB's like top tier.
Yep. Their moves are just so easy to do, and I generally just love the design. Jada, on the other hand, design all the way.
I quite like QB in terms of design. Bees in general are really cool. I like insect monsters, but I find them difficult to actually play. I think I was playing Senko mostly when I was experimenting with VSAV.
Pretty nice.
She's not quite pick a top tier. Oh, actually, no, she has like a bunch of instant air dash stuff that's like disgusting, but I don't have the dexterity to be able to do those things.
Right. I also do like Lilith. Like, I can't play regular Morgan that well, but Lilith, I just play really good. They honestly did take me pretty far when it came to a Darkstalkers tournament.
Okay, yeah. Like with the Monsters Mob House or with the different group?
It was like a different group. So there's like this entire FGC VTuber server.
Oh!
Yeah,
word! I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you're interested in like fighting games that much, I wouldn't mind inviting you to that. I actually, like, it was a recent sort of thing that I found out thanks to a streamer by the name of King Kuma and Yellow Jacket Kira. They're pretty cool people, and I very much recommend checking them out. You don't understand how close second that Darkstalkers thing happened. It's like, I was surprised that there was like a tournament happening for Darkstalkers 3, considering just how dead Darkstalkers is to Capcom. Please, Capcom, make a new one.
Well, I mean, you know, people still play Heritage for the future, even though, you know, they're not going to be doing another JoJo's fighting game again anytime soon.
Yeah, at least from Capcom,
Yeah, I guess it's C Connect that would be doing it now, but that's not what we want.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, C Connect did do a good job with some JoJo's games. Eyes of Heaven is fantastic as a JoJo's reference, and All-Star Battles actually makes for a good game. There's actually like even this crap, I missed with the second one, but there's even this fan modded version where so taking away frames in a video game actually can lead to results. Because the fan version takes away some of the like frames of the like moves. And when they take away some of the frames of the moves, they're so much faster. So characters that are already fast can honestly do a lot of damage pretty quick with the deleted frames. Like Jolene is my favorite character to play in All-Star Battle. Also, Jolene is best JoJo, just saying.
Yeah, she's cool. I like her. Watching it was the part 6 on Netflix was a fun watch. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, Star Ocean.
Yeah, Star Ocean was a fun time. Also, we absolutely clapped Puke there. Oh my god.
Yeah, we just shredded it.
I'd love to have a KO weapon that also does paralysis damage, so they're just not going anywhere today.
Yep. They ain't having a good time. Oh. I thought it was looking at one of the small monsters on the field, but it was looking at me. Oh, speaking of like JoJo games, Capcom actually did make more than just Heritage of the Future when it comes to like its JoJo games.
It was a Part 5 one as well?
Yeah, like the Part 5 game was one of the most popular ones. But there was also a JoJo's game based off of Part 1, Phantom Blood. It played not exactly the same as the Part 5 video game. It actually was more closer to... how should I put it? It's... Honestly, Yakuza would be kind of close to where to put it to. It's weird, because it's like, it played like a beat 'em up, but for Part 1, so, you know, pretty regular stuff, but it was a pretty interesting game. You also got the chance to play as Dio. So it was like pretty cool.
Poison bombs, and then the tail. Oh no, not gonna do the tail, okay.
I think actually something while looking on, okay, so here's a good question. Where do you go to like get your ROMs from?
Probably not a thing we'll discuss about on air, but I do have a resource for that, yes.
Yeah, because there's this one page that I was looking through that has a game that it was so weird reading it because I think its title is known as Fighting Evolution.
Oh, yeah.
Readings. But the
that sounds
actual
familiar,
game,
so...
Yeah, but the actual game itself is based off an anime.
Ah. Oh, God,
it
just
was
narrowly missed that.
I was able to tell where it was like from. Oh, somebody joined us. I didn't know that. I was able to tell where like the anime was based off of thanks to one of the character designs. But another good question: have you heard of the series known as Baki?
Yes, Bucky the Grappler.
Yeah. So there's a fighting game for the PS2 for Baki the Grappler, and it has a completely different name. I think it's Fighting Evolution for Europe region. When I was looking at it, dear Lord, did it look bad? And playing it, dear Lord, it was bad.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Yep. I don't know where to begin on how bad it was. I think it had a crippling mechanic.
That tracks for how that game works.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
how the anime works as a show. It's very...
Oh god, its tail was cut off.
Yeah. I didn't even know you could cut off the Puke Puke tail, actually.
Yeah,
So the more you know. Let's go and hammer. So if we can get another paralysis off on it, because... Ow!
Okay. So...
I mean, if you're going to stay in the area...
Actually, so what is some of your, favorite anime?
I am a pretty big fan of... I was just leaving. I just wasted that. God damn it. Let's see here. Paranoia Agent is usually what I go to when I say what my favorite anime of all time is.
Really
I'm a
good
big
one.
fan of psychological thrillers in general. So that's...
Hello, Zombie K. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, Paranoia Agent is fantastic.
As of late, I really enjoyed Vivi Fluorite Eyes from last year.
I actually haven't heard of that one.
God, I think it's written by the people who did ReZero. Although I think I like it more than ReZero, honestly.
Fair enough.
It is so there is a robot that is programmed to only to perform at a theme park, and her directive is to bring joy to people through singing. And it turns out that 100 years in the future, a disaster occurs. I'm just entirely lost. I'm going to have to go back to base camp and start over. 100 years in the future, there is an uprising of all robots that destroy humanity. And somebody sends an AI back through time to Vivi to say, hey, you need to team up with me to prevent the future from being horrendously destroyed by robots. So this robot who was programmed to just be an entertainer at a theme park, having to take on the responsibility for the fate of mankind, and succeeding. Very cool, very cool. And it means in all the kind of climactic battle sequences and stuff like that, you get the songs that she would have performed in her day job. And it works. It works very well. It works very well. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm not quite sure if it stuck the landing. It wants to be a bit more abstract than I think it deserves, but it was a fun time.
Sounds like it would be a fun time. That really sounds pretty cool, and honestly, I might give it a shot. Watch. So.
And then sometimes it's just trash. I really like Kakagurui. It's such a trashy show, but I enjoy it a lot. Sometimes you don't have the headspace for the emotional trauma of Kaiji, or the kind of quietness of Akagi. So sometimes you want that gambling energy, but you also need it to be loud and stupid. And Kakagurui is that.
Fair enough. Also, I'm good, Zombie K. I've just been playing the Monster Hunter Rise with Neon Caster. They're a wonderful streamer, and I very much recommend checking them out. Gonna shout them out in just a minute because if I'm right, we're about to end this.
Yeah. We're gonna kind of go back to the main menu. Kakagurui has that Kudere girl, right? I forget what Kudere is in terms of. I'm a fake anime nerd. I don't remember what Kudere means.
If I'm right, Kuderes are the cold and silent ones where they're they're a good example, right?
The student council president is sort of that. She seems really kind of quiet and emotional until she's like, oh, I need to bring out the new evolution of students through making them gamble. It's so unnecessarily over the top. I'm such a fan of that trash. If you want to watch the anime rather than reading the manga, because the soundtrack I think really makes the show. And if you do want to read the manga, read Kakegurui Twin, which features like there's one character who rather than just doing life or death silly gambles is just really good at math. And so she's just actually playing the odds and is good at it. And there's an entire manga just about her called Kakegurui Twin. And I genuinely recommend it if you are into kind of like... it's very JoJo-esque, where she's put into games that look really unfair, and then she works out the math so she has a good shot of winning anyway. It's that kind of JoJo puzzle battle. Good shit. 10 out of 10.
I do remember like checking out a few episodes, and yeah, it's a wild show, that's for sure.
Right, let's go take us back to our little chatting room so you get to kind of say goodbye to the party people.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much for having me on. For joining me.
I should be the one thanking you. So thank you so much for like inviting me to this. If you want to make this like a regular thing too, I definitely wouldn't mind. This was for sure fun, and thank you again for like inviting me. It means a lot.
No, for sure. There will definitely be. I think in the future there is going to be a hopefully regular, maybe once every other week kind of thing. Looking like it's going to be on the weekend for maximum availability of VTuber monster hunting. So yes, no, I will loop you into that conversation. But for now, go and tell the party people who you are one last time, and we'll go close the stream now.
Let's roll from the top. Hello, my name is Take to Action. I bring satisfaction with the action. Movie director Demon from Hell. And it was a hell of a good time to be here with Neoncaster. They're a wonderful streamer. Please check them out. And thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, no, absolutely. If you want to go and check out the shit that we're doing, we're going to be live again at 6 p.m. UK Standard Time. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. Playing Blades in the Dark. Yeah. Blades in the Dark is a tabletop RPG. We are flavoring it. We're describing this campaign that we're doing as Dishonored meets the movie The Warriors. It is high energy chase across the city. My character is somebody who made a pact with a demon, and now their bones are electroplated in gold and they throw lightning everywhere. It's sick as hell. Please do check us out.
Yeah, that sounds like fucking amazing. Dishonored is one of my favorite games too, and The Warriors is one of my favorite movies.
I definitely recommend you come and say hi. But for now, let's go and pass on the love to Geeky Cassie, a member of the Black Twitch UK, who's playing some Sims 4. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Could you send me their name so we can just do a raid party?
Yeah. No, we'll do. I love doing multi-raids where multiple people are like, we're being raided twice. So yes, we are absolutely doing that. Let me just go and give you the link in Discord. Okay, I'm gonna go hang up on you and then do the goodbye. So we'll see you later. Take two. Have a good evening.
All right, you too. And again, thank you so much for inviting me, and can't wait to do this again.
All right, peace. Okay, with that out of the way, we've got all our things prepared. We're going to go and raid Geeky Cassie. Everybody say hello. I have been your AI androgynous game show host from the Futurecaster. This has been the Neoncaster Twitch channel, and I will see you all in an hour.